Okay, we're good to go. We got time to do this now. We're gonna be doing a crap ton of stuff for the car. I'll show you all the boxes we have lined up, but I'll talk a little bit more about it here in a minute. Okay, so I'm pretty pumped. We've got new rotors, new GX470 calipers, new pads. We're gonna be doing both front and rear calipers. We've also got the power steering pump replacement, which we're going to be doing, as well as new reservoir, and then a couple of other things I'm probably forgetting, but we'll get into the details once we get to replacing stuff. Okay, so we're doing all this work because we have a trip planned for May, mid-May. We're going to go to Idaho for a wedding, but while we're up there, we're probably going to hit a couple trails, and then we want to do some hiking. Steering was getting a little rough. So whenever it was in park, I could turn the wheel fine. But whenever I put it into drive, not necessarily going forward, just staying still with having my foot applied on the brake and trying to turn, I noticed that it would bog down. I mean, the car has 250,000 miles on it. Power steering pump's never been changed. We just put in the new 460 steering rack, so I guess it would make sense that the pump would, is due for a replacement. And honestly, I don't have enough time to do any more diagnosing. I'm pretty sure it's the pump, and it needs to be replaced anyway, so why not go for it? I don't have a garage and I work out here, I'm going to use the extra boxes I got to make a little map, because working on this concrete with grass and dirt is like hell. I hate it so much. I want a garage so bad, but we work with what we got. So I'm going to cut up some boxes to figure out what I want to do first. I want to paint the brake calipers, and obviously that takes some setup time. So I'm thinking about doing the power steering pump first. I'm kind of in a, what do you call it? Analysis paralysis. So I'm like thinking about it too much, thinking about what I want to get started with. Brakes would probably be easier, except of course I want to paint them. It's just going to take time. And like, I don't know if I want to do that first because it has obviously some drying time. I don't know. So I guess I'll just show you the parts. So this is a new GX470 caliper. Look at this big boy. I'm really excited about this. I know a lot of people say that it doesn't have, it's not really an upgrade per se, but I'm just tired of the caliper season. So in my mind, if it can, keep the brakes or the calipers, better for a couple more years than the regular GX470 ones, then I see that as an upgrade. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so now we're in the engine bay. It's not really a tutorial, I'm just showing y'all what I'm doing because I too don't know what I'm doing. So we're learning as we go. Covers are off. I've loosened up the power steering reserve thingies right here. I just haven't taken them off. And then we're about to take off the belts. And then I think, according to the video, banjo bolt right there's gotta come off. We gotta take these off carefully. So I gotta take these off. Gotta somehow not make a mess, but also drain the fluid from the reservoir into the bucket. right, that's the belt off. That was easy. Leave that there.
All right, that's my little contraption. We'll see if that works.
Shit ain't gonna work. And I don't even have the oil.
Wait, hold on. Is this all the liquid there is?
Yeah. Come on now.
Oh my god.
Come on, dude.
Is power steering fluid corrosive?
I don't know.
This is it.
So just be careful. Oh, luckily it's not too bad. It's just coming out of that. There we go. Okay.
Good job.
Okay, so that was kind of a punk to get out, but we finally did. Now, I think I gotta take out this banjo bolt. That's probably gonna leak a shit ton already too. And then, let me cap this off. And then, I think we can finally start taking off the power steering pump. Alright, so we in the wheel well right now, passenger side. We're gonna pop these clips. Okay, so move you over a little bit. There's that bolt right there. Right there. That's what we're taking off. I think it's a 12. Yeah, sweet. Cool deal. Oh, there we go. Oh, shit. All right, so it's kind of hard to see. There is a bolt right where my finger's at. Maybe, can you? Can't really tell. I think I'm blocking it right there. Okay, so we have to get that. But in order to do that is we got to line up the pulley because it has holes in it. We got to line up our socket with that bolt and bust that bad boy open. I'm not going to record it because that's just a little too tough. All right, we on that last bolt, boys. It's loose. That bottom one underneath there is a pain, dude. I don't have the right, first of all, I don't have a ratcheting wrench or an electric ratchet. And I don't have the right, dude, am I having a stroke? Extensions, thank you. I don't have the right extensions, so it's like poking out this, I mean like a crap ton. Anyways, we got it. Just letting you know that bottom one's kind of a pain. But yeah, last bolts, and it should fall out. I won't work, I'll show you after I get it out. Look at it. Look at this beauty. Fresh, clean. Compared to this nasty stuff. Gotta get the pulley off of it. New gaskets in this one, which I think I have all of them. I hope I have all of them. We'll see. And then go from there. Okay. So, new one's in there. I have a plug just right here that it came with. This is kind of where I'm gonna call it for today because I have dinner plans. But tomorrow we'll throw in the new reservoir. I have one last bolt to tighten up on here, and then we'll connect everything and bleed it, and then that'll be the power steering pump done. Okay, so day 2, getting a late start because it was raining all day. Plan is we're gonna finish the power steering, we're gonna flush it, we're gonna bleed it, in that order. That's pretty much it. I don't know. We're gonna fill it up, make sure there's no more air bubbles, try to get new fluid in there, and then after that, it shouldn't take us too long. And then after that, we'll do the brakes, I guess.
So, change of plans. Inside because it just decided to rain on me. Literally, while I was putting a bolt in, right, I had cleared up. Sky was sunny for a little bit. That was a perfect opportunity, right? And then, you know, started tightening stuff down. And then boom, just thunder, lightning, raining.
That shouldn't take us too long.
So I'm having some dinner, or excuse me, I'm having some lunch. And then I will pick it back up, you know, whenever it stops.
It's sunny. Finally get back to work. So plan is bleed the power steering and connect everything back up, and then I painted one of the brake calipers. I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. And then try to just get as much done as possible today, I guess. Okay, so everything's plugged back in basically. Airbox is back in. Pump is back in, or reservoir is back in. Banjo bolts on. Belt is back on. So now it's basically just putting fluids in it and going from there. All right. Okay, so took the wheel off. We're done with the power steering for now. So, old, new. They're about the same size. The only real difference is that it's a little bit wider. Can't tell you by how much because I don't know off the top of my head. But I was just making sure everything lined up because I want to paint these real quick. And obviously if I paint it, I can't return it. Okay, so got the rear wheel off. We're gonna take off the caliper, take off the rotor, and then we're gonna get to the parking brake pads. There we go. Wow, easy. Okay. Yeah, these things are shot. Can you see that? Get in on that. Those things are cooked. So I went with just these Bosch ones. Nothing fancy. I just gotta prevent my car from rolling down the hill and killing me. Just take off. Ew. Sweet. Okay. All right, so these always suck because you have to like depress them and then you gotta twist somehow. Okay, so I got it off. Actually, I didn't need to untwist these. Damn, sorry, real close. They actually have this little pin that slides into this hole right here. So if you just pry this little piece up,
that whole section can slide off of this. So now you know. So it is currently 4:25. Last time you saw me was 1:30. These studs are punk to get in. First of all, I had to cut them, right? Because I knew they were going to be too long, and that's fine. But I thought it was going to be as simple as grabbing a couple wrenches, grabbing a lug nut, and then using my fucking drill to press them in. But it was not that easy. I ended up having to heat it up, putting the bolts in the freezer, and then just, torquing that thing down. And they finally pressed in. They're well seated, so I'm happy about that. That's one side done. We still got 3 more to go. But I'm probably gonna finish the parking brakes first, getting the rotors on, and then probably be done for the day. And hopefully, now that I have a plan, I'll throw in the rest of the bolts. I'll cut the rest of the bolts, throw them in the freezer overnight, and then do that. Yeah, that was a pain. So now that we got all that done, we'll get finished with the brakes. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Knowing my luck though, it's going to be. Cool. Whew, okay. Okay, let's jack up the car real quick. We can rotate it a little bit. Okay guys, we're calling it a day. I am beat ass, and it's 7:38. Passenger side's done. That's cool. Got it all painted. The rotor's on. Caliper is drying, and that's that. So tomorrow we'll put on the brake pads, call this side good, and then we'll tackle the driver's side. I threw the lug studs in the freezer overnight. Let's hope that gives it enough time to, I don't know, get cold enough to shrink a couple millimeters. Doubt it. And then we'll heat up the actual, God, what do you call it, axle? I'm praying that the long day was today. That shouldn't take us too long. Now that we kind of have an idea of what to do for the studs, I'll know how to be a little quicker about it. Because I go back to work on Monday. So I'm gonna try to get everything done tomorrow. Fingers crossed. It should be fine. Day 3. Not gonna record as much, or not gonna talk as much, just because I need to get this done. Kind of saw how I did all the passenger side, so rinse and repeat on the left, or the driver's side, and then I'll be back with y'all once we start putting on the front calipers. Okay, this is the passenger side in. Got little scrapes here and there on the paint, but whatever, it's fine. I'm just glad that it's on there. These bolts were a pain in the ass. But it's in. Now we just gotta do the driver's side. Just so y'all can see the difference in the pads. Check how worn this one is compared to that one. These pistons weren't doing anything basically. So hopefully we see an increase in braking force. So that's with the wheel on. I think it looks pretty good. Okay guys, this is the driver's side done. This went on a lot quicker luckily, so I'm gonna throw the wheels on, we'll bleed the brakes, and then fingers crossed this is all we gotta do. Okay guys, so we're finally done. Even polished the headlights. I'll show you what the wheels look like. So we got the brake calipers on, looking pretty slick. Already took it for a little test drive. I noticed the power steering banjo bolt was leaking a little bit, so I just tightened it up and kind of, I'll focus. So it was leaking from right there, that little bottom piece of the banjo bolts, kind of where my finger's pointing. It was leaking just a little bit, so I tightened it up. But I mean, everything seems to be doing pretty good.
Okay, all right, we're finally done. Brakes are bled, brakes are bedded, everything's pretty much good. The only thing I'll have to say about the brakes is they feel a little bit different. They're more of a progressive feel than the original, which is, I don't know, I feel like it was a little bit more sharp, had a little bit more bite to it. I don't know if that's just the brake pads I got or what, but just something I noticed. But we're done. Everything's squared away, it seems. I will take it to a place to have it professionally bled with a scanner. It's not something I have. So that's pretty much where we're at though. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed.